Okay, boom. Thank you, guys. We're back. Welcome. Kicking it with Liam Harrison in a lovely new studio today. Thank you for housing us, guys. We got my man Paul Smith in the house. We had to get him in. How are you, mate?
I'm good. Well, I've just done a fucking hour of kicking you, so I'm feeling great.
Mate, I was surprised there was some power in there.
See your little eyes flicker. He's like, all right.
We'll come to that soon because obviously you've got a lot to talk about. You've got an MMA fight, pro MMA fight coming up. We'll get to that in a bit though. First off, obviously, got to do a sponsor shout outs. Now, Paul, you know a lot about these guys, Manscaped.
I use Manscaped regularly.
They sponsored your podcast as well, didn't they?
Keep my balls fresh.
Yeah. I can't get it out of the packet. But there we go. Ooh, it's already going. Going. Mate, Manscaped, #1 in male grooming. Like you just said then. It's not, the thing is, it's not just for your balls, it's all over body.
Yeah.
And I've got hairy face, rest of me, smooth. Smooth, mate. The code is Kicking It for 20% off. There's all sorts you can get with them. Have you seen some of the other stuff you can get? You can get the ball toner, can't you?
The ball toner,
the foot thing, all that foot dusting and all that. There's all kinds of little cool things you can get just to keep yourself.
Got the little weed whacker.
The weed whacker.
Whacker's good.
Everyone needs one of them because
that is good.
Mate, as soon as I hit 35 years old, hair just keeps coming out of nowhere that I didn't know I had.
I know.
Ears, nose, everywhere. The weed whackers for your nose, that's a good one. But as always, the code is Kicking It. That will get you 20% off all the Manscaped products, not just this. So get online, give them a follow, and check it out. Right. Let's do it, mate.
Smash that.
Yeah,
you smashed that. It's like you've done this before.
Ah, yeah. I'm not just a fucking, not just a fighter, mate. Not just a pretty face. I've got all the tools. Let's get into it, mate. You've got a fight coming up, a professional MMA fight. Talk to us about it. Like, how's that come around?
Well, fuck it. I don't know. I think I'm on about my fifth midlife crisis. I've done the sports car. I've done everything else. I'm like, fuck it. Let's just do this. It's either that or jump off a cliff. No, I'm a friend of a friend, Brian Lacey, who's become a friend now, approached me months ago and said, would you do this? And I was like, no. I'm too old to start getting punched in the head now.
Well, I saw your friend on who you do the podcast with. He was saying, "You fucking insane.
Adam,
you might get killed." Yeah. I was like, fucking hell, mate. Where's motivate? Where's the trust here?
All my mates would be like, what are you doing? I could think, the only one who's been supportive is my missus, but I think she's just bloodthirsty. Cause, I took her to her first MMA event. We sat ringside. And a mate of mine, James Lewis, fought, and he won rear naked choke in the first round. She'd never seen a live fight.
Okay.
And she went bananas.
Right.
Like she's knocking the barrier out. She was like, yeah, get him. So she was like, yeah, do that.
Well, mate, you've jumped right in the deep end. It's a massive promotion you're fighting for as well.
It is. It'll be it's going to be in a big arena. A lot of people. Yeah, big lights. But I mean, it's not that. That's good. Do you know what? I love fighting. I love watching MMA and Thai and stuff like that. And obviously, I've known you for a while. We've done a few sessions before, and I've trained with Andy before. And I've just happened to be lucky enough to come into contact with a lot of people in your world. And it's the training that terrifies me. And it was that was the challenge I wanted to see if I could do, like the weight cut and like just having that dedication to train for 10 months every day and just kind of get the skills.
We discussed this in the gym earlier. We're saying about the training for a fight is much harder than the fight itself. The fight is going to be like 15 minutes. Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's fucking tough when you're in there. But the training, what you've got now, you've got 10 months coming up and you're going to have to get your body in condition whilst being on tour. And you've got to learn jiu-jitsu, striking, boxing, a little bit of everything going on. So obviously that is going to be... the fight's the enjoyable part, really. It is, trust me when I say this. The fight is the enjoyable part. And
when you're a fucking loony. Like.
Yeah. But like you said, like you the Octagon is
Octagon MMA.
You got brought out, didn't you, in Prague? Last week. And what were the buzz like when that happened? With a full arena and they brought you out, didn't they?
I mean, I've done some mad shit in my life. I've done arenas myself. So like... And I was buzzing off it for about 3 days.
Yeah.
Like I walked out and it went mad and the music was going. I had Thunderstruck by AC/DC. It was just going off. And I fucking started high five and everyone.
Imagine that.
It was insane.
When you're actually walking to the ring, the buzz
like
you're going to get
your own people there. And
yeah,
that.
exactly.
It's crazy. So I think that was the point when I was like, this is going to be sick. Yeah. It's going to be such a good, like, it's one of them. And I'm always a believer of, live your life and try and, like, when you're on your deathbed, you're not going to look back and go, I regret doing that. Even if something goes wrong, you get sparked out. It's one of them things, and it's like fucking, but like, you're not gonna regret it. It's gonna be a mad experience to tell your grandkids, go, look, I had the bollocks to do that.
And what I love about this as well. There's all these shows about at the minute. There's the Misfits boxing and there's this the celebrity this and celebrity that. You are on it's not a celebrity card.
No.
You're on a proper MMA card with full-time professional fighters, and you are getting in on a proper card, which is what I love. You're not fighting any watered-down rules. You're fighting professional MMA rules, aren't you, as well?
All elbows, everything. Yeah, that's kind of what sold it to me, because I've been offered stuff like this before. And I've turned it down, and I've been offered boxing matches and stuff like that. And I've been like, no, because I just feel like I didn't like, it felt a little bit, it pissed me off if you just, because you've got a following. So, like, let's say you went, I'm going to do stand-up. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You could probably sell some tickets. But
if I just came into my first stand-up and we're getting paid more than you, you'd be fuming, wouldn't you? Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's people who've done that, and it does me head in a little bit. So I was like, I didn't want to, like, that's why I'm giving the money to charity, because I was like, I don't want to earn money from it.
Yeah, we're going to come on to that next. Paul's giving his full fight purse to what's the charity?
It's called Weapons Down, Gloves Up.
That's amazing as well. So like there's going to be a lot of work going in here, and all that purse is going to charity as well. So not just fighting for you as well, you're doing it as well for a great cause.
Yeah. And I mean, that has given me kind of like, now I can't back out. I've got to do this now. I've got to fucking there's some accountability there.
Yeah, of course.
But it's just a great cause. There's like because it's Tony Bellew's involved, Molly McCann's involved, there's loads of people involved.
Oh, nice.
And it's just it's kind of the idea is to show kids that like combat sports are good, and getting them off the streets out of like not using knives and guns and stuff like that. But it does so much more than that. It's got employment programs where it's finding these kids jobs and like meaningful things to do with their lives, and showing them there's other ways. And it's just such good way. It's important because there's so many like young people losing their lives over shit like that.
Amazing. Great for a great cause. I'm going to pull back to something you just said then, because you just said, imagine if you had to go on stage. You've got balls, mate, because obviously you said to me earlier, I don't get too nervous when you do your shows anymore. Obviously, you've done so many now, you know exactly what you're doing. And
yeah.
If someone said to me, like, we reverse roles now. Someone said to me, right, you've got 10 months. You have to go in arena and make everyone in there laugh. I'd have a fucking panic attack on the spot, mate. I'm telling you, I would.
The thing is, though, right, I can, like, what I'm doing is easier in a way. Because, like, I can come to the gym with you, and I can, like, you just held pads for me, and you've gone, there's power in that.
Yeah.
So, like, that gives me a bit of confidence to go, okay, I know that works. If I can do that, then that will work. But, like, if you tell me a joke now, I'm not going to laugh at it, even if it would work in an arena. Like, if I sat here and just said my show that I'm going to do tonight to, like, 1,000 people in Leeds, it wouldn't be anywhere near as good as it will be on stage.
Yeah.
Because it's just a different environment.
Yeah, of course.
So, I mean, I see what you mean there, but...
So... My missus, she said to me when I said, Paul's seen his Instagram, he's took fight. She went, I saw that. I went, he's coming down to do a bit of training with me. She went, can he fight? I said, he's got a bit of decent knowledge of the sport and he's done a bit of training and that. And I said, this is my reasoning in my head. I said, when you're fighting, it's all to do with like reactions and you're reacting to what's happening and stuff. So I said to her, did you see how fast he is on stage? Like when he gets someone in front of him and he just rips them straight away like that. If his brain's working that fast and he's be able to react like that, he can do it when he fights. Yeah. That's what my reasoning was. So I think that is a really good tool to have that you've got for a fighter. Because I always say, as a fighter, you're not thinking when you're in the ring. You've done all your thinking when you're in the gym and you've thought about your game plan and what's happening and stuff like that. In the ring or the cage, you're reacting. You're just reacting to what's happening, like your brain's sending signal to your body reacting. Yours is obviously fucking rapid, because I've never seen a comedian or anyone in general rip anyone. That's how you do it, like that. What's your name? What's your job? And it's so that is, I think, do you see it like?
Well, I mean, obviously I've never been in that situation, but I think, I hope you're right, because it's stuff. Once my brain goes into that flow state, like sometimes I feel like I'm cheating a little bit. Because I can't, that's why I laugh at me. People go, he fucking laughs at himself all the time. But it's honestly because sometimes I don't know I was going to say that. Yeah. Like, it surprises me and it comes out of my mouth and I'm like,
when I saw you live, you said that. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking, people go, that's funny how you came up with that. And I think, I didn't come up with that, mate. It just came out of my mouth. Yeah. So, yeah, it's all the patterns in your brain, and so it's the same as, I suppose there's a lot of similarities between stand-up and fighting. I think a lot of it's just mental fighting in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Do you ever get nervous at all when you go on stage anymore, or is that?
Do you know what I've come to understand, and it took me a while, is what I used to think was nervous, I still feel, But there's a fine line between nerves and excitement. And I think
Yeah,
nerves
100%.
is just excitement without the knowledge that you can do it.
Yeah.
So nerves is just excitement with doubt added to it, do you know what I mean? And now I know full well, like, I can make those people laugh. So what I used to feel was nerves is now just excitement, and it gives me a bit of energy.
Yeah.
Obviously, if the gig looks like it's going to be fucking rough, or like if I was to turn up to a corporate and it's full of fucking assholes, then that nerves, the excitement turns back to nerves because the doubt gets added back in. But I think that's what I've come to understand. There's fine lines between emotions, and a lot of things are very similar. Do you know what I mean?
100%. I've had fights before in the past where I haven't been nervous and I fought shit. And it's like thinking, hey, what the fuck was that all about? I turned up and I thought, I'm not nervous. Sound, good thing. Not a good thing when you're fighting. You need to have that bit of an edge, and you need to have that fucking that little bit. Yeah, you need that there. Because I've had fights like that where I haven't been nervous and I had the adrenaline, and I've gone in, I felt everything, and it's just been a hard night's work. Even if I've like slogged out a win, it's not been enjoyable. And you're doing it because you enjoy what you do, really. So you need to have that little bit of thing with your training. Obviously, MMA, you need to be doing jiu-jitsu, wrestling, boxing, Muay Thai. What parts are you enjoying the most at the minute? Is it the stand-up or the ground, or are you just enjoying it all?
All of it, you know. Do you know what? It's been like, I mean, I've dipped my toes in before and done stuff like this. But what I've found is, like, with having to have a discipline program and having to train all these different things, and being lucky enough to have people like you, or like jumped in with Jimmy Warled and Dan Hardy last week, and people like that who I love when people are so good at something and they're passionate about it. Like the little things you can see in the way I kick, and the little ways you were telling me to set stuff up before. I love when you see someone talk with that level of passion on it. Yeah. And it's just been, so I'm finding it's really engaging for my brain. So I'm finding that dead interesting, and kind of so I'm getting up in the morning looking forward to the sessions where if I was going to the gym and fucking, that's good for me, but if I was going to the gym and doing weights or whatever, just it's not that part's missing.
You know, so you're going to be picking up something new every day.
Are there, but of course. The interest, like the engagement for your brain's not there. So I'm loving that. It's been amazing for me mental health. Yeah, it's just really has, like, it's just, especially coming into a new tour and like kind of like getting back on the road can be tough sometimes, but like I'm not even like really thinking about it. I'm more thinking about the training and the fight than I am the shows.
Because I'm going to ask how you're finding that, like trying to fit training around your tour and stuff.
I mean, I've only been doing that I've been back on the road serious for like a week and a half, right? And I've trained every day, and like it's not. I was thinking, how the fuck am I going to fit this in? It's more figuring out where you're going to be and the schedule of it. That's the problem. In the daytime, on the road, I've probably got more time in the day than I would at home because I haven't got kids and things like that. So I'm just in a hotel, so I can go in and do some training, and probably go and have a sauna and a steam and do some recovery, try and get a massage or something in. Do you know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. It's just, it's the schedule of it's going to be a bit of an issue. But as I said, I'm quite lucky that I've got a lot of people around the country who have happened to come into contact with who've gone, jump in here.
That's amazing. I was going to ask about your recovery as well, because obviously I can imagine, although people might not think it's very draining, when you stood on stage, what you do, you're giving so much passion and energy into it. So I can imagine that being fucking more tired than going to the gym. I could imagine, because like, to be so quick-witted and stuff, and how you do your act, especially at the start when it's just ad-lib and it's just off the cuff, that must be mentally draining for you. So I'm guessing you must be fucked. What are you doing for your recovery?
I'm trying to just, I mean, I always nap in the afternoon. Sleep's the best one, isn't it? So I always try and get a little sleep in before shows. Because I drive around in a camper van now. That's my new whip. Yeah. So I've got a little bed.
No more Lambos.
Yeah, no, I know. I fucking got rid of my Lambo. that midlife crisis. I do miss that car, to be fair. But yeah, so I always try and get some sleep in. I love a sauna and a steam, and if I can get an ice bath in or whatever, I try and do all that kind of stuff.
Ice baths are the one, mate.
Yeah, mate.
They are the one.
Well, Vinny got me on them.
Vinny loves his, mate. Vinny's out in his garden at fucking 6 in the morning in pitch black, splashing around in his ice bath, waking all neighbours up and that. But they are so good. And again, going back to what you said about mental health earlier, those on a morning, if I ain't got time to fill my bath and throw ice in it, I at least have a cold shower before I leave the house. They are so good for you.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
I think that's going to be, keeping on top of that's going to be the main thing, because I think, as I said, the training, it's everything that goes around it. Even like getting to the gym's not finding the hard part. The hard part is then going home and either he's still fired and your brain's going, and you're thinking, should I do another like, I'm the type of knobhead who'll try and do 3 sessions a day and just hurt myself. Like I'm trying, my head coach is Tom Blackledge, who's incredible again, much like you, just so much knowledge around him, and just like such a good guy, and he's just good with all the mental stuff of it. And I was like, so I said, I want to see if my body holds up. So I was like, let's do 2 sessions a day. And he went, whoa. No.
Let's ease it.
He said, your body can't cope with that. I'm telling you right now, your body can't cope with that. Let's build you up slow. Let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. And he's just built me up incrementally. I think I'm fitter than I've ever been in my life.
Well, I said to you earlier, didn't I? I was surprised at your engine because we were on the pads and we were going at quite a decent pace as well.
Yeah.
You want blowing, you want gassed and that. So you've obviously got like a good starter engine to go into.
Yeah, so I'm feeling good about that. So it's that kind of having it's patience in it. There's a lot of patience. There's a lot of like downtime that goes with like you think it's all a go, but it's like it's having the discipline to while you're having that downtime, not just go and eat a fucking load of biscuits or something.
Mate, my hardest thing has been right through all the years of I've been a pro fighter for 23 years now, and the worst thing is on a night when I get in from the gym and I sit in front of the TV and Kate goes, "Do you want a cup of tea?" You can't have a cup of tea without having at least 8 pops, mate. You can't, can you? No. That's the thing, that you think that's the time through the day when I'm training and I'm doing my thing. I can eat healthy, I eat clean. It's on a night, like you said, in the downtime when you sit down and you all the endorphins are gone and you're still looking for something. I need something, and then that comes. Yeah, that's the hardest part for me, anyway.
Same for me. I'm already feeling it. Just look like because I've said I'm not drinking. I'm not a massive drinker anyway, but like I like a little Guinness or whatever. Yeah. And I was like,
you don't realise how many calories are in a Guinness and stuff, though, mate.
And like even like, so I'm like, I'm not drinking till November. I'm not drinking till after the fight. But even like it's such a like. I travel around with my tour manager and my cameraman Rudy, who's like a good mate of mine, and we're just so used to like having a little whiskey after the show.
When you're on the road like that, though, it's hard to eat clean. Like
it's so it really is. But again, campervan's a godsend. Got my little fridge in the back.
There you go. There you go. Because I find that like if I'm traveling, say if I go into like say America to do my seminars or something like that, that's the worst thing. You're in airports, you're on a plane, and you can't get any.
And you're in America.
Yeah. Honestly, mate, I got back from Texas last October. I was in Texas, mate. I went and I was about 160 pounds. And I came home and I was like 175. It was the heaviest I've ever been. My tits were down near my knees, mate. I looked at myself in the mirror. I thought, what have you done to yourself here? What have you done, you dickhead?
Pancakes.
But like, say, you're just all over the place and it's just hard to get into a routine and that. So like that, obviously, that's going to be a mental discipline again for you. Just thinking, I'm just at a service station. I'll just jump, get a Burger King or something. It's stuff like that. But again, if you can like hold yourself together mentally like that, just for, I think little stuff like that is, especially when you 40 years of your life eating whatever you want. Yeah. If you've got like a bit of time now, you think, I'm a bit disciplined, don't do that. It's like little mental wins to yourself over here. Like you said, you wanted to do the whole experience, the dieting, the fight cut, all of it. So just stuff like that, it is tough, but like the little mental wins, I think, are there? Yeah,
and if you can get, that's one of that. People will be, I can't mention the guy because it hasn't been announced, and it's like it's not all confirmed yet. But like a few people have like, have you been looking at him? What you think about him? I'm trying not to even think about it because I think the whole challenge of this is, can I stay disciplined?
Yeah, it's you versus you, a lot of it.
Exactly, because like if I get to the end and worst comes to the worst and he catches me and I get knocked out or whatever, something happens. If I know I've done everything,
you can look yourself in the eye.
I can go, all right, well, I did everything I could there and that just happened. But if I know I had a little pint there or something,
that's the worst.
That'll do my head in.
That's the worst. I did that when I was younger. I had a fight and I cut a few corners and I lost. And I had to fucking look myself in the eye in the mirror every morning until I had my next fight and I could put it right. And I was disgusted with myself. So that's one thing you do not ever want to fucking have that for. Especially because you said this is going to be your only one as well.
Yeah, only one. Yeah. Because I'm going to retire undefeated professional mixed artist. That's all me. I'm going to take comedian off the Instagram. There's no picture of me like this. One of the most successful MMA fights ever come out of the UK. Undefeated.
Going back to your opponent, like we said, we can't mention that, can we? I want to ask you something. If you could have picked your own opponent, anyone out there, like any celeb. Mate, I was thinking about this earlier. I thought, who would I pick if I could pick? Gemma Collins. No, I'm not joking.
Oh, mate, my bird nearly fought her once.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
My bird nearly scrapped her.
It's really?
Hates her, yeah. Hates her.
I'm not surprised. What happened?
Just fucking. She was in a bar and Gemma Collins just rude to her and fucking me bear just.
Really?
My bear's not to be fucked with.
Yeah. I remember you saying on one of your stand-ups before, I say you don't fuck with my missus.
Mate, I honestly, I feel bad for this guy if he beats me because if my bear comes after, she's ringside and she sees that shit because they're all brummies, they're all Romany gypsies. My fucking
I remember you saying that.
They're all fucking losers.
Yeah, you don't want none of that.
You don't want that shit.
That.
So I was like, fucking God help him if he fucking wins. If she nearly scrapped there once, he mention her name, she's like fucking goes off on one.
We should have brought your missus in here. I love watching your two podcasts in lockdown were brilliant.
Oh yeah,
Some of them were fucking class.
Yeah, she's so funny.
Going back to you and your MMA and stuff like, you've been a massive fan of martial arts, MMA and stuff for ages, aren't there? Are there any fighters that you like to watch and try and like emulate some of them into what you're doing now and stuff like that?
I don't know. I'm maybe not emulate. I don't know what my own. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm good at and what I'm like not good at.
What's going to work for you?
What's going to work for me? But fighters I like to watch at the minute, like UK. I love Arnold Allen.
Yeah.
I just love watching Arnold Allen. I just think he's just great to watch. I love Paddy, obviously.
Yeah.
And Molly. I love. There's a couple of great young scouts fighters. I don't know if you've seen a lad called Curtis Campbell.
No, but you mentioned him earlier.
He's fucking unreal.
What gym is he?
He's just he fights out at MMA Academy and KC Fight Base.
Right.
Which is I think it's his dad's gym in Kirby on the edge of Liverpool.
Liverpool's like a hotbed for MMA. There's some great fighters.
Yeah, there's some amazing gyms, some great fighters, and you got Shem as well, Shamrock, who's a great fighter. Yeah, the next gen.
There's a fight coming up on the UFC card in March that I saw over the day. It's Lerone Murphy versus I forgot.
Nathaniel Wood.
Yes.
Mate, that's gonna be a success.
I saw that fight and I thought that's gonna fucking steal the show. That
mate,
fight,
unreal. Like Nathaniel looks fucking.
Mate, his last fight was class.
He just he such an exciting fight to watch, and Lerone's amazing. So like, I was trying to. We were talking about it the other day, and I was like, I don't even know. Every time I see Nathaniel Wood, I go Nathaniel Wood.
Yeah.
And I still think he'll win, but like, it could go either way. That fight, it really could.
I did some work with Lerone before he came up, and I was really surprised. He's no one of them natural athletes.
Yeah.
Like you show him something, and he can fucking do it straight away. Yeah. He's explosive and stuff like that. But like saying Nathaniel in his last fight as well. He's
just got this mad fight IQ, Nathaniel, and he just knows, like, seems like he's just playing with people.
Yeah. I can't remember who he fought on his last one.
Oh, yeah, shit, I can't remember.
Yeah, but whoever it was, it was a good fight. That were on the last UK card that I watched. It was fucking unbelievable. Going back to we've got heavyweight as well. We've got Tom Aspinall as well. Did you see what happened to him with his knee?
Yeah.
He's just getting ready to come back now, so I'm excited to watch him come back as well.
Well, I watched that fight and I was like, I was so because I think he wins. If that doesn't happen, he wins that fight.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah,
he's so fucking
he just run through everyone.
Yeah. And the thing is, how fast he is for how big he is. Have you seen him on pads with Gillies? How fast his hands flow on that.
Yeah.
It's fucking...
And I think he's mad in because you don't... Obviously, he's a giant.
Yeah.
But you don't realise how big he is because of that division. Everyone's like... But like, he's just so powerful, and the way he just like kind of just takes people out. Just steamrolls people. He's never even looked in bother before that knee injury.
Nah, he ain't. I've never seen that. It was a shame, but it looks like he's getting back in decent shape. Yeah, come back soon now. So I'm looking forward to watching that. What do you reckon McGregor's going to be able to come back from all this partying and stuff that he's doing, or do you reckon he's just going to enjoy his money? And
why would you?
Yeah, he's got all that money, and he don't need to keep all these crazy rants going on Twitter and stuff. Just go away, right off into the sunset.
I think a lot of that's just like why he's just
trying to be relevant still.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's the psychology that's fascinating, isn't it? Yeah. Because have you watched the documentary that came out about him?
The Notorious.
Yeah, Notorious.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
his
amazing
fucking mindset. I remember watching that thinking, wow.
That gave me so much respect for him. Like, people slag him out, and obviously he's done things. And
I didn't watch that until after. I only watched it recently.
So did I.
These were all his, after all his crazy. I'm thinking, what the fuck's he doing, this guy?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking a lot of people must be losing a lot of respect for him. And then someone said, go watch that.
Yeah.
And tell me you've lost respect for him. And I watched that. I was like, fuck me.
Exactly the same thing.
That's motivation. And his mindset and everything then It was bulletproof, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he was an incredible athlete, really.
Yeah. Just have the mindset to go, hey, film me now.
Yeah,
Because I'm going to be famous.
This is what I'm going to do, and this is how it's going to happen. Yeah. And he did it all.
Mate, but like, just look, seeing behind the scenes in that, and seeing like, because you see the fights, obviously, and you know yourself from like you've seen behind the curtain on this in your own career. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause you've probably been in fight camps and had little injuries and gone, I don't want to show this, because you don't want to show your opponent that you've got a fucking dodgy knee or a dodgy shoulder, whatever the fuck you've got. So he's like having to train through these injuries and then go and fight, and people go, no, he's lost it. He hasn't lost. He's an incredible fighter with a fucked knee. Do you know what I mean? Or a fuck whatever. You know what I mean? So you go. But that being the case, obviously he's got money to go and get the best treatment and whatever. So you don't know what kind of state he's going to come back in. But after that broken leg, you go, why put your body through that anymore? Do you know what I mean?
That was horrific.
Incredibly successful man. You've got all these bars and businesses. You've got other things you're fantastic at, obviously. You've got an amazing family. But I think, and exactly going back to what I was saying before and what I've discovered about this, even in the short time I've been training, what it does for your mental health and having that goal. Same with Tyson Fury, said the same thing. He said, I think that's why he was retired for fucking 2 minutes and then came back, because he was like, the fuck do I do? What am I if I'm not this?
Yeah.
And that's must be a hard thing for fighters.
We can put that to look what happened to you in lockdown and stuff as well. All your shows got done like that, and it must. Well, I know how hard it was for me as a fighter. It must have been exactly the same for you, especially when you're used to being here, there, everywhere all week, always something to focus on, always something to go. Then all of a sudden, you're just like, right, stop. You ain't got know what to do.
Yeah,
I think stand-up comedians and fighters, they've got fucking badly fucked up by it. Badly.
Yeah. I was in such a bad way. I fucking saying I went and got a sword. I was sat in my house. I've got a fucking six. I've got a 6 foot samurai sword in my house. And I was just sat there thinking it's gonna go off. It's gonna go off. That's how bad I got. I was like, it's fucking my head fell off bad. But it was because you lose your identity, because it's what you. It's because I think being what we are, and not to be like have an ego about it or kind of be a big head. It makes us special.
Yeah,
and
of course.
Especially when you go around, people are made up to speak to you, and people find you interesting because of it and stuff like that. And it's like you have a bit of pride about it. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not something everyone could do.
Yeah.
So then when you lose that, you go, what the fuck? What am I now? Do you know what I mean? Like, am I just like? I'm just a guy now.
Yeah, just a normal person with no to do, no goal, no.
And it's probably not.
That's why I felt useless. It was
exactly.
I've gone from inspiring people and doing this, and then I'm going, well, now what do I do? But that's what the scary thing about retirement for me. But and obviously I can throw myself into coaching. But he's still going to be very tough. Yeah. Just stop like that.
Yeah. Well, I haven't even got, because I joke about retiring all the time, because I see this tour's so like 180 shows, I think.
Fucking hell!
It's mad.
Wow.
It's got to be one of the biggest comedy tours at this point.
Yeah.
And it's just, and I'm looking at it going, fucking, and I'm training to fight as well, and it's all going to end around the same time, and I'm like, I'm having some time off after that. I'm having some time off, but I know full well.
You have about 2 days off. Right, what can you do? Right, next tour, come on.
I'm doing it because I my head.
You never know. I know you said you're only having one, but I told you that buzz you're going to get when you walk to that ring. I swear to you, mate. And especially if you get in there and flatten him as well, you're like, right, I'm going to be a UFC champion. Fuck it.
I've said to the coach, and I'm saying to you, I'm saying to everyone, if I, like a dickhead, start going, no, I think I'm going to go full pro MMA. Someone just knock me out.
Going back to your stand-up, I want to ask you about this, because you told a joke about the DMT, which was not at all to a joke, was it?
No, it was true, yeah.
Right, so for the listeners, DMT, do you want to explain a little bit about what DMT is?
DMT, well, I mean, it's dimethyltryptamine, so it's kind of it's a very intense hallucinogenic psychedelic drug, and it's the first thing of that nature I'd ever done. I was always terrified. Because I've always
you've gone straight into the deep end, mate, because that's fucking heavy shit.
Do you know what? I think it is. I'm not going to come on your podcast and advocate drugs.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
you're all grown ups and do what you want. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know where to.
I don't look at this as like a class A drug or out though. Do you know what I mean? This is like there's some
none of that shit. Mushroom shouldn't be.
Yeah, nah,
it's different, because I've done a lot of drugs. Yeah, and I can. I mean, I like all drugs, but there's a difference. Yeah. There's a massive difference between those and kind of cocaine and stuff. They shouldn't be in the same way.
Nah, of course not, mate. Like mushrooms and stuff. I used to microdose mushrooms all the time.
same.
I'll tell you a funny story about one of the fighters from our gym, but like microdosing mushrooms, and that made me just walk around in a fucking great mood all the time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like, and things like that, they should, like you said, they shouldn't be. Oh shit! They shouldn't be put in the same league.
No, they're not, because they're just not even the same kind of ballpark, are they? But everyone goes, you threw yourself in the deep end with DMT, but I don't think it is, because if you don't know what to expect, if you do mushrooms and panic, I think mushrooms are incredible.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can have a bad trip. I think you can just try and fight it. If you try and fight what's going to happen, you can't fight it. It's just too
gotta let it go.
Nobody can fight it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you've got to relax into it. And as soon as you just relax and breathe, you'll have an amazing time. But DMT, it's 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Regardless of how intense it is, it's 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, if you get a fucking heavy dose of mushrooms, you're in that for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Some shit.
At least.
Yeah.
And it's one of them with mushrooms where you go, I think I'm out of it.
And then you come back,
No, Evan's moving again. Yes. So I think people have bad experiences with stuff like that, so and it puts them off for life. It's not in the right setting or whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas with DMT, people seem to take it a bit more seriously. So like, I've done DMT. The first time I did it was with a mate of mine who was bang into it. And then after that, I've done it with shamans and things.
Yeah,
I really
that's what they say you're really meant to do it with the shamans and stuff like that. Yeah.
I really want to go to Peru and do that for ayahuasca.
Yeah. The guy, Schoolie, who runs my podcast with me, he said to me, ask him if he's done ayahuasca, because he went and did it with a shaman and stuff like that, like a proper, and he said it was powerful.
Yeah.
And like, you know what, I'd love to do that, because even for people who haven't even got like any like dark trauma and stuff like that, it's great for that. But even if you just want to be a better version of yourself, and obviously, who doesn't want to be like the best version of himself? I'd love to go, but like with ayahuasca, you like get really taken to your darkest depths of face your inner demons, don't you?
Yeah, I think when people put that as a bad trip or whatever, I don't think that's the way to look at it. I think that's necessary. It's a necessary trip that you need to have, and you'll always come out of it. I've never known it. I've spoke to people who've had those kind of experiences and been scared at points in it, but none of them regret doing it.
Yeah.
None of them regret doing it. So like you go, okay, well I might have to be uncomfortable for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, for someone, you're so used to being uncomfortable anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's a different type of discomfort, but you're mentally strong anyway. So I get really curious about that kind of stuff now. And like it opens you up to a kind of like, I never believed in anything before.
Like a higher.
I was such a like, there's no fuck all when you're dead. So just, like, you're just worm food kind of. And then I did that, and I swear within 10 minutes, everything I thought I knew just turned on its head, and I was like, that was so. I mean,
what actually happened then?
I just fucking. And so I'd done it once, and I fucked it up. And everything just started moving. It was
melting.
Like kind of like
it melts, doesn't it?
But it was kind of like a mild, like when you have a low dose of mushrooms, everything's kind of just dancey a little bit, and like
that nice,
it's nice, and the colours are dead vibrant, and it's kind of like that, and things are like moving a little bit, and I was like, whoa, that's fucking mad, that's cool, like, and you're all heightened, and then my mate was like, I don't think you've done it properly, and then I've got the full. I'm paraphrasing because I don't want to. Watch me special.
Yeah.
But then he had a bit of a fucking mad experience in his trip, and he was like, you need to go again.
Yeah.
So then I went again, and I hit it properly, hit it hard on the crystal. And it's just fucking got carried off through this rainbow by this big giant black serpent thing. And I swear, man, it was so real.
Yeah.
And but it's like, it's not what I expected, because when I try and explain that, if you haven't done anything, the only way you can kind of relate what I'm saying is imagine you getting carried by a big black serpent in like this world, and it's not that. It's like your soul getting carried by another soul. And it's
unless
like,
you do it,
you can't look directly at it. It's kind of, it's so abstract, and you can't explain it. And it just started communicating with me, and it's like, it wasn't words. I just knew what it meant.
Yeah.
And it was like telling me not to worry. It was like, keep making people laugh. You're doing good work. You spread positivity. And I was like, okay. And he was like, you just don't worry so much. You beat yourself up too much. And I was like, and I did, because I was always before that like fucking thinking I wasn't good enough, or I had bad. Like the reason I met Vinny, because I went to see Vinny and he hypnotized me, because when I first got
Vinny
famous,
Sherman as well for the
Vinny
listeners.
Sherman,
most people will know him on here, but obviously, like you say, great hypnotist,
amazing
mind coach.
guy, amazing guy, so helpful, and just so like one of the best people I've ever met for like just checking in. Yeah, you know what I mean, and just always
honestly,
there.
He's always there, no matter even if he's got his own problems going on, he will still be there, putting you first. And stuff like that.
So he helped me deal with a lot of that, but I think I was still struggling with it a little bit. And then that kind of DMT just made me go, okay, I'm all right. I deserve to be here. I'm fine. Do you know what I mean? And it was just, that was life changing for me.
Yeah. Well,
Really
with
was.
the ayahuasca, like you said, the DMT, that's 5-10 minutes and you're in and out. The ayahuasca is like a 24-hour or is it? It's a long time, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
depending on,
it's a very intense, like you go on as like.
But apparently it's a lot slower as well.
Right, yeah. My friend who did it, he said like you were in and out, and he'd be sat around and he would try to get his thoughts, and then he'd be back, and there'd be seeing different versions of himself over the years and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's.
I love
that,
all
yeah, do you know what? I would, but then I'd be thinking, oh fucking hell. I think, right, bring yourself down. It's over now. It's done with. And then it starts happening again, like I said with the mushroom and stuff. Speaking of the mushrooms, I've got a fucking great story. Going back to the microdosing. Jordan Watson, one of our fighters, he was like one of the best fighters of this country. He used to microdose mushrooms before he fought. So, like with the week building up to the fight and stuff, he'd have a few mushroom tablets.
Yeah.
And then he started having them on the day of the fight, and he got right in the zone. And he'd beat a stadium Thai champion, microdosing mushrooms. He'd have them like an hour before he got in the ring, and he'd get right in his zone. His concentration was so good.
Yeah.
And then he beat another couple of top level fighters. I was like, wow, I'd never dare try it on the day of the fight because I just thought I'd totally fuck it up. And then eventually he fought in Holland, and he fought one of the most vicious kickboxers who was around at the time called Andy Semelier. And Jordan lost KO by that fight. It was a 3-round fight. It was a draw off the 3 rounds. Took it to an extra round. And Jordan lost by stoppage. I thought he won the first 3 rounds, to be fair, but he were in Holland and that. And if you don't smash them to bits on their own show, you're not going to get the decision. So we went out afterwards. Went to the club. We're in some clubbing. I think we're in Alkmaar in Holland, like close to Amsterdam, something like that. When me and Jordan, Vinny, we all went to this club, and I said, "Oh, have you got any mushroom tablets left?" He went, "Yeah, I've got the last 2 here." So he gave me them, and I had them. Mate, an hour later, I was fucking tripping balls in the club. And I said, "Have you just fucking fought like this?" He went, "Yeah." I went, "Oh my God." I went, "Mate, what the fuck?" I said, "No wonder you got knocked out." Honestly, mate, I mean, we're like an old school 70s disco floor, and we've all shiny lights and that, mate, the lights were just coming everywhere. I was just in there going, wow. And then it dawned on me what he'd just done and what he'd been doing. And he was so talented to be able to like get in that zone that he must have been in, like that you could end the flow state when you're on stage. Now that's insane because I wouldn't dare ever do that. I think like
because you wouldn't know what was a real hand and what was a
until he fucking smacked you straight in the chin.
He knocked me out with his 5th arm.
But yeah, that was the crazy mushroom story. I want to ask you about all the going away from fighting, just because he just popped into my head. Because I was telling you, so I went to see Ricky Gervais last night, and obviously his stand-up's brutally fucking. Some of the stuff you say is fucking brutal, and all this PC shit that's coming about at the minute, just on with everything. They're trying to like wipe a lot of this shit out. What are your thoughts on all that?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. It doesn't really affect me at all. People say I'm brutal, but I'm not. Like I'm not. Like I'm not. I never say anything mean. I'm always very careful about that. And I say I'm very careful about it. It's just not in my nature to be mean to people. So, like, I'll take the piss, but I always make sure that I'm having a nice time with it. Sometimes people go, "Oh, you're ruthless to coppers and stuff like that." But every time I've took the piss out of a copper, they're sat there laughing.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean? Because the clips kind of can sometimes take it out of context. I had a situation, and I speak to him all the time. I don't know if you saw it. I had a situation in Barrow at the start of this tour, so a few months back. And I start the show, and it was a couple of days after I'd started training, first session, I had a black eye, right? So I'm going, obviously I had to explain the black eye, so I'm just explaining the black eye. And I got a little laugh, I had a little joke about it. And then this guy just gets fucking wheeled in. Like, severely, like, disabled guy gets wheeled in. There's only one disabled space, and everyone just goes quiet and looks at me. And I can feel them all, I can see them all, and I'm like, waiting for me to go take the piss out of this guy. And I was like, what do you all think I'm going to say? And I got a massive laugh because he got wheeled in so fucking slow. Do you know what I mean? It was so horrible. And then he gets back into space, and I went, "You're right, mate, you're right." And he went, "I've been better," like that, which is an amazing comeback. So that was the clip. So I was like, but like, once that's been established, you can do whatever you want then. So he's obviously so.
Well, you're not going to come to your show, as you, unless you're going to be happy enough to let that happen.
Was,
do you know what I mean?
So he knew. So then there's a couple, like there's like 3 people at the front, and there's a young lad. I went, "How old are you?" He's like 16, and I was, "Is this your missy?" He went, "That's my mum." Like, we just got to laugh anyway. I went, "Fucking hell, he's a big lad." And she went, "Yeah." I went, fucking hell, he must have hair coming out. I'm surprised you don't look like him. And it just got a massive laugh. And he was like, it's what he messaged me after. He was like, oh mate, it was bad that he'd had a stroke. He was a para, like 3 tours in Afghan, no bother. Then he had a stroke one day and he fucking in a bad way. And he said, I was watching your videos in hospital, it got me through. And I was like, incredible, do you know what I mean? And I think nobody's ever been offended by me in the room because like I'm not nasty. Like, some people get offended sometimes at clips that I put out because I mean, and I can see like out of context. Like there was a guy in Birmingham a couple of years last year on the last tour, and I asked him what it did. He went to nothing, and I thought they had another guy who's retired. I went, "Oh, you just retired? Are you lazy like this, fella?" He went, "No, I've got cancer."
I saw it on YouTube.
And I was like, "Oh, you selfish cunt! Why would you bring that up? Fucking making it about you again?" And I just gave him loads of shit. And
you were a good sport with it as well, though, wasn't it? You know what I mean?
I come off the stage and I was like, "Can I put that out?"
Yeah.
And the cameraman was like, "It was incredible." Like I knew it was incredible in the room because I could feel it, like the energy. But then as soon as I got back to my phone, I had a message off his daughter going, "Thank you so much for that." That's the first time we've all laughed in about a year. That's class, and it's made them feel normal. Because if I'd have gone, and people give me loads of shit online about going, "You're laughing about cancer." I'm not. I'm laughing about the situation.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And like I'm turning on its head, going, "Like you shouldn't. Like you're a selfish cunt for bringing that up." And that's not what I believe. And I just because if I'd have gone the other way and gone, "Oh, fucking hell, I'm sorry about that, mate," everyone would have gone tense and he'd have felt shit, and it was just the absolute best thing to do in the moment.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think you can joke about anything. I think it's all about context. If you're trying to some people just go out and just try and be shocky and nasty for no reason.
It just don't work. It don't work like that, does it?
There's no nuance to it. There's no subtlety to it. And I think that all just go out and try and be like fucking racist or whatever, and that's just it's. The only thing I'm offended by is just shit comedy, to be honest.
There's fucking plenty of that.
You can make if your joke's good enough, any topic can be good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You came up on what's the Liverpool the comedy club in Liverpool.
Hot Water.
You just like blew up out of nowhere. Like 1 minute you were just all over Facebook, like literally everywhere I saw.
Yeah.
And then I walked into Four Corners Gym one time, and I remember thinking, I just fucking saw him on my phone. That's how I came about from it. Is that where you just propelled from? Just getting,
that's the only place I used to gig. I'd stopped travelling around, so I'd done my head in.
Yeah.
So I just ended up there for years, just hosting, as the club built up. So we kind of grew together, and it was just the fact that the guy, my best mate, runs it. We're my two best mates, both brothers, Paul and Binty. They run the club, and he was like, "I'm gonna start putting videos out." And at first, I was like, "No one's gonna want to watch that. Don't fucking put videos out of fucking shit, like just me talking shit." But then it wasn't even videos of me. It was videos of like, so we had a Monday night, that's all we used to film. And I used to host in the show. And while I was on, I used to point the cameras at the audience, to get little cutaways so it looked like professional, like the telly.
Yeah.
And then just by chance, a guy got up and walked out the front row, so I couldn't bring the next act on. So the cameras are on me, and I just started taking a piss, and I just managed to get one good.
Is that what it was, just like that?
There's a clip where I go, "Oh, you're defo a drug dealer, you." And it just, I went away for my 60th to Portugal, and that video went fucking mad. And I come back, and I was getting followed around Tesco and shit, and people getting. Then I thought I was getting mugged at first. I was in Tesco with the baby, and these 3 little fucking scallies are watching me. I was like, "Fuck, I'm not getting done in Tesco, am I?" And then they asked for a picture, and then a fucking queue of people getting pictures.
Was it mad how fast you just?
It done me. That fucked me head up a little bit, because I was like, "What the?" Like I was just there with the baby in the trolley, and I was like, I got off, didn't even get bread and milk. Just had to get off out of Tesco because I just didn't know what to do. I'm all right with it now. But
but fucking hell, you're a proper superstar now.
It's weird though when that first happens. It's just mad. Because like you've done shows, and for like that's a bit weirder than like you've had fights in massive arenas and those big crowds. The abstract, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like when you're in the middle of it, it's not real.
Yeah, you know they're there.
Yeah.
But it's like all the lights are just on you, and you can't really focus on anything. Just like it's like a blur that's around you.
Yeah, it is.
The same on your own stage.
Yeah, exactly the same. Exactly the same. The lights are so bright, and you can. They're just a noise. They're an energy at that point.
Yeah. 100%.
And they're a nice energy for the most part. But when it's like even like. I remember coming out of Glasgow the first time I did Glasgow, and they were so happy to see me. There must have been about 50, 60 of them, like, "Oh yeah," and a few of them picked me up and started walking down the street with me. And I was laughing at first, but then I thought, "Fuck,
yeah,
if I've got
where they're taking me,
if they put me down, what the fuck am I gonna do?" And it worried me a little bit. So that, yeah, it's sometimes that I find that more overwhelming, knowing there's like people just swarm you and they're like, oh, yeah, I'm quite good at it, but like I find that a bit more overwhelming than performing in front of 10,000 people or whatever.
I bet, mate. Right, we know you're busy. You got to go do some ninja skills soon, aren't you, mate?
Yeah, gotta go and do some fucking.
Do you want to just give that the charity and stuff another shout out just before we wrap up and stuff like that?
It's called Weapons Down Gloves Up. You can follow them at Weapons Down Gloves Up on Instagram. Go and have a look. They're an amazing cause. I hope it spreads out across the entire country. It's based in Liverpool at the minute, but I hope it spreads out across the entire country and set more programs up because they're helping so many people at the minute. It's just an amazing cause. So a good mate of mine, John May's just started walking John O'Groats to Land's End.
Fucking hell.
For them.
How far is that?
It's like, I don't know. It's going to take him 3 months though.
Wow.
I know. Yeah, walking every day. So yeah, that's a major one. So there's loads of people doing good stuff for them. So get on them. And the date
of the fight is November
the 4th, I think. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but I think that's what it is.
We're too late now. we can bleep this out afterwards, maybe, I don't know. But by the time we release it, it might be released.
In an undisclosed big UK location. Yes, I can't. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm touring all the way up till then. So I'm hoping everyone's going to be there. I think inadvertently, I'm going to end up with the strongest MMA team that's ever been put together.
Yeah, traveling the country, learning bits off everyone, mate. You'd be fucking better than me by the time you come back around.
That's the only reason I'm doing it. I come back to fucking smash you or anything. I'm letting you get your knee better, so it's a fair fight.
Mate, nice one. Thank you for coming on, mate.
No worries, it's been a pleasure.
Good luck with your talk. Good luck with the rest of your training. And we'll look forward to watching you fight. Thank you, mate.
Thank you.